Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu, Allahu, Allah.
Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Amma ba'd, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In life, there are many times where a person is able to achieve something or attain something, whether it's wealth, power, status, family, whatever it is. Everyone has accomplished something, achieved something in their life. And usually when we accomplish or achieve this thing, we feel happy, relief, excitement, joy, alhamdulillah, even in knowledge, right? But sometimes there comes an emotion or a feeling and it is this feeling and this emotion that causes so much problem around the world. And this is the feeling of pride. That, oh, I am better than this person because I have this status, I have this degree, I have this wealth, I have this many kids, I have this, and I am better than this person who does not have X, Y, and Z things. And it's because of this feeling and this emotion that causes so many problems around the world. This is the root cause of so many problems. And one of the most major things that is the root cause of pride, that results from pride, is jealousy. Pride and jealousy go back and forth, right? Because the one who has pride, he looks down at the person. And the one who is jealous, he looks at the one who is above him. And there are so many instances in the lives of the prophets where they had to deal with the pride and jealousy. The very first case, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created Adam and He put a soul into him, He commanded all the angels to bow down to Adam, Alayhi Salam. And everyone who was there bowed down except who? Iblis, Shaitan. And when he was questioned, but why did he not follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He said, خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتُهُ مِن طِينٍ. That I was created from fire and he was created from dirt. So why should I bow down to him? And because of his pride and because of his arrogance, Iblis alayhi salam vowed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he will turn humanity and lead them astray. And again, there's so many other cases. The next case, if you go to the story of Habil and Qabil, the sons of Adam alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded that the children of Adam, they will marry between the twin pairs so that inshallah the progeny could increase, the descendants could increase. However, Qabil, he did not want to marry the woman he was going to marry. He wanted to marry the woman that Habil was going to marry because she was more prettier and more beautiful. So what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala command them to do? He said, bring me sacrifices, bring me an offer, right? And whoever's I accept, they will be the one who marries this woman. And so Qabil, he bought the worst of his crops. He bought the worst of his field. And Habil, he bought the best of his crops and his animals. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, He accepted the offering from Habil. But his jealousy and his anger that Qabil felt and his pride, it led him to do what? It led him to kill his own brother out of his pride, out of his jealousy. And again, so many more cases. Look at the story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, right? What was the reason that his brothers, they threw him into the well, and that Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, he had to go through all of this suffering until he was reunited to his family? What was the reason they threw him into the well? It was because they were jealous. They were jealous of Yusuf and Binyamin, that the affection they were getting from their father, which caused, and because of that jealousy, they did something as abandoning their brother away. And again, pride and jealousy is not meant for only the enemies or just the other people. It's also seen in the prophets. Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he was asked once that, are you the most righteous person on this planet right now? And Musa alayhi salam, again, not out of pure arrogance, but again, he thought to himself, I am the prophet, right? Who else would be better than me? So he said yes. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to humble Musa alayhi salam. So He said, no, there is someone better to you. But the difference between the prophets and others is that when they were told that there was someone better than them, they did not challenge him. They did not go, oh, he's better, let me prove I'm better. No, Musa alayhi salam, when he heard that there was someone better, he said, who is he? So I may learn from him. And Musa alayhi salam, he went and he met Khizr. And he learned from, and again, Khizr, he taught Musa alayhi salam. What did he tell him? That whatever I do, don't question me. But again, Musa alayhi salam, he didn't understand, even when Khizr, he put a hole in the boat, when he murdered the child, when he fixed the wall, right? He didn't understand the reason. And Khizr, he explained to him all these reasonings of why he did this, to teach Musa alayhi salam. This is a lesson from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that no matter how much you think you know, or how think you are, there is always someone better. And we should always strive to learn and be like those people, and learn from them. And of course, the other case is what? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and the people of the Quraysh. What was a big reason why the Quraysh did not accept Islam? Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab and all these Walid, why didn't they accept Islam? Because of their pride. They were proud of their lineage, that they were of this tribe from the Arabs, or that tribe from the Arabs, right? And what did Islam preach? Islam preached that all of you are equal, no matter your color, no matter your race, no matter your age, right? They were all equal. And again, who were the people who were accepting Islam in the beginning? It was not the nobles and the people who had status. It was the weak, it was the poor, it was the servants, the slaves. And they say we are equal to these people that are our servants, that are our slaves, that they're nothing to, that we buy and we sell. These people, were equal to them. This is one of the big reasons why the Quraysh, they did refuse to accept Islam, and they were so stubborn and they were so against the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that they will be, on the day of judgment, they will be receiving the worst of the punishments. And speaking about the poor and this feeling towards the poor, I really wanted to emphasize the pride and that we feel when we interact with the poor. There's a dua that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught us about, that we make to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Ya Allah, put the love of the poor people in our hearts. Now you might ask yourself, why would we make this dua, right? That we want love for the poor. Many times, we give money to the poor. But for what intention are we giving the money to the poor? Are we giving because we care about them, we love them? Or are we giving it so they don't bother us, right? Many of us, we don't like dealing with poor people, or people who are lower, who we consider to be lower than us. So we give money to them so they leave us alone. Just take this money or do this and just leave us alone. No, when we are commanded to give to the poor and give in sadaqah and all that, we are commanded to give it with humility and respect, that this person is not better or worse than me, right? Because of his financial status or his religious status or his educational status, whatever it is, right? I may excel at him in one thing, but he may excel at me in another thing. So be humble, my brothers and sisters. Look to those who in knowledge, in Islam and in Deen, look at those who are above you and strive to be like them. And in wealth and this worldly things, look at those who are below you and appreciate what you have and help them out, right? We do the opposite. In Deen, we look at those below us so we feel better. Oh, at least I come to the masjid. Oh, at least I pray. Oh, at least I do this. I'm not like those people who don't pray 5 times a day. Or and then again in wealth, oh, I wish I had this car. I wish in this city. I had this job, this status. Again, we should stop looking at these and try comparing ourselves to other people. Appreciate what you have and be humbled and learn from people. Because sometimes the greatest teachers are those from people or from things that we least expected. So be humble and learn and be open, inshallah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروا إنه الغفور الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Allah, Allah.